What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If it is the first time you're touching down on this channel, welcome to Small Feet Big Heat. We talk sneakers, we talk streetwear, and everything in between. Today, we are getting into the Notre Dunk Highs. I went for these on the sneakers app last week, and I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I wasn't 100% sold on these, and I'm still not. But when the sneakers app gives you a W, you don't ask no questions. You don't take nothing for granted. If the sneaker gods want to bless me, I'm going to take it. Now, when I took these out of the box for the first time, I was like, whoa, is that the same shoe? Is that the same shoe that I saw official images for and the behind the making for? Because there's a lot of details that get lost on this shoe that just don't translate well into video and photos. So I'm gonna do my best to give y'all a good B-roll look at these, and of course a good on foot, because there's a lot of details in this shoe that really make a difference once you have it in hand. The second thing I noticed were the materials. If you take anything away from this review, the materials on this pair, A1. The shaggy blue suede that's used on the upper, it reminds me of like a really worn in pair of medium blue denim, but it feels so soft to the touch. It really is like a buttery feeling suede. Like, I know people use that term a lot on YouTube, especially ShoeTube, but the suede on these pairs is really, really nice. The muted blue leather around the ankle, behind the swoosh, and on the toe box is also really soft, and it's a mixture of materials. I love a mixture of materials on a sneaker. Leather and suede, mesh, nubuck. I like seeing it all. I think that really adds some depth to a sneaker. Yeah, we're used to seeing, a bunch of different colors on a shoe, but once you start mixing up the materials, that's when things get interesting. And switch it up is exactly what Notre did on the inside of the shoe. For the paneling around the ankle and behind the swoosh, even the tongue is actually canvas instead of leather, but it matches the leather perfectly. The muted blue color that's used on the leather panels is the exact same color as the blue canvas, and that really matters because had it been too dark or too light, it would have completely thrown the look of the shoe. It really keeps it cohesive that they took their time and matched up those blues perfectly. The sneaker is inspired by workwear, long-lasting, worn-in clothing, specifically the American traditional uniform shirt that we're all probably familiar with. And you can see that inspiration in all of the choices that Notre made. Denim, leather, canvas, those are three hugely popular materials in workwear, and they're all represented on this sneaker. The sail midsole to give the shoe an age look. There's even some 3M in the pull tab back here. There's a woven patch right underneath that. And of course, the most recognizable thing on the shoe is that uniform patch right here. It looks just like the patches on the uniform shirts, the name tag for the uniform shirts, and it says Notre. Of course, they had to get their branding in somehow, and I think that was a really smart, really different idea. As much as I like these, there is one thing that kind of trips me up, and that is on the inside of the shoe. You can see the Nike swoosh right here. Towards the tail end of the swoosh, there's this pair of interlocking hands, and that is Notre's signature. They've used it on previous collabs before. It's a pair of interlocking hands. They're like in a handshake, and I'm just not digging it, y'all. I don't know if it's the material of the swoosh. It's kind of like a knitted material, or if the midnight navy is just too dark to really let the details come through. But to me, it really just looks like a bulge, and especially from afar when I'm rocking these, no one's really going to be able to make out that that looks like a pair of interlocking hands. Like, I'm holding it right here. I know what it is, and it's still, the details kind of look a little fuzzy on me. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's an eyesore on the shoe. It's just not something I'm 100% sold on. I don't think that it translated well to this collaboration, but it's not going to stop me from keeping the shoe. On the inside, there is some type of custom insole in here. So it says Nike as usual, but it feels like insulation, and it kind of looks like insulation. I know that's a weird reference, but if you've ever seen like an insulated jacket or fleece lined cargo pants, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this. You also get 3 sets of laces. There's the pair that comes inside the shoe. It's like white with these midnight navy dashes on it. And then you also get a sail pair, as well as this canvasy brown tan pair. I've seen a lot of people throw these in, and it looks pretty cool. I will be trying all of them on, of course, for the B-roll to give y'all a better look at that. Let me know down below in the comment section What do y'all think about these? Before I forget, the sock liner and the back of the tongue are leather. Materials on this pair, like I said earlier, A1. No complaints there. The materials go crazy. I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna keep them if I'm being honest, but I am gonna throw them on foot, and that'll probably help me decide. If you enjoyed today's video, like, comment, subscribe, show a small YouTuber some love, and I'll check y'all out in the next one.